It was a pretty easy day for the Blackfins, so I ended up keeping four. One for Fred, one for Jose, one for Reed, and one that I'm going to use to make the poke for today. Place your orders.
Alright, I'm going to fillet this guy, but actually I'm going to take it off in four strips, upper, lower, and then both sides. A good way to figure out how to cut these is to trace them with your finger before you start cutting them. So you could feel the hard cartilage and then the soft meat where it breaks lines. So there's a line there and it fills all the way up to basically the point right here. So we can cut all the way around to there, through here, back down, and then you can also feel the guts, the innards, where the belly meat ends there and comes all the way across there. So what I'm going to do is outline that and across, up, across there as well. Then I'm going to make a line right along the lateral line, slice all the way down to the backbone, and then just roll the fillet off. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the bottom side, cut from underneath all the way up to that center line there, and then just roll it off of that center line. And you'll see once I take it out that there's a designated point that actually sticks up, and your knife will hit it and stop, so you know you're in the right spot. So I'm going to go ahead and hack this guy up. On today's menu, what we've got is Hawaiian style poke, and basically what that is taking raw blackfin tuna or raw fish. You can do it. In this case, I've got that blackfin tuna, just got it off the water about 3 hours ago. Then what you do is no cooking, we're going to not even really marinate it. We're just going to flavor it with whatever seasonings, spices, vegetables that we want to. In this instance, I'm going to do one that's kind of more of a classic style, and then another one that I'm going to do like a sweet, sour, spicy. So there's a bunch of different variations. If you go to a market down in Hawaii, they'll have 20 to 30 different varieties to choose from. So it's not like you have to stick to one certain recipe. I have a feeling you could take a bottle of barbecue sauce and put it on your raw tuna, and it would be totally fine if it tasted good. But anyways, let's go ahead and throw this together and you can check it out. Okay, let's get started here. Basically, the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to create the mixtures in each one of the bowls. And then once they're finished, then I'm going to add the tuna at the end and then just do kind of a mixture, mix it up a bit. So for the bases on both of them, we're just going to use a base of soy sauce. That part is going to be very similar. This side I'm going to do a little bit less, as well as the sesame seed, the sesame oil. And there we go. Put a little bit of salt. Gonna hit it with a little bit of pepper. Hit it with some sesame seeds. Okay, then we could start adding our different veggies. For the classic one, I'm just gonna I'm going to use some yellow onions. I'm going to use some chili peppers, jalapenos. Get a little spiciness to it. I've got some green onions. And I've got some, the root, ginger. Some fresh ginger there, just diced really small. And then I've got some macadamia nuts. Sliced macadamia nuts in that one. Okay. Go ahead and mix that up, see if we have enough juices. Probably have to go more in the soy sauce. Pretty heavy on the veggies, and I'm going to do it. There's a pretty good amount of tuna there. But we'll mix it up first and see what kind of consistency. Yeah, it's actually not too bad. I don't want it like soupy or anything. All this is basically going to do is coat the tuna and just add some variable flavors to it, rather than just your boring old soy sauce and wasabi. I think I'm actually just going to leave it like that. Okay, and then on this one, I'm actually going to go with some red onions, which is going to be a little bit sweeter. I've got some more jalapeno peppers. That's the same. I'm going to do the ginger. I have some bell peppers in my refrigerator, so this side gets that. As well as it's going to get some cilantro, because I mean, seafood, fresh seafood and cilantro kind of goes together. All right, and then that's the sweet and sour part of it. I'm going to get is I'm using pineapple in this one. And that's just going to give that little bit of a citrus flavor. As well, a little different is I'm going to use some red pepper flakes. So we're going to have the salty, sweet, sour, and a little spice to it. So we'll get that mixed up and see the consistency we end up with. Like I said, this is just, you make it and have fun with it. It's all fresh, raw ingredients, so can't really go wrong with it. That's going to taste good. Yeah, that's also very good. All right, so now I'm just going to add the tuna. Get equal parts to these. And you're talking a especially good, well, today was like 80 degrees, so it'll be as close to a summer day as you can probably get. Not too much warmer than that, but on these hot days like this, when the sun's out, this is the kind of refreshing meal that is perfect for it. Then we're just going to mix those up. Yeah, hit it about right, not too much sauce. And just get everything, all that tuna coated. That's all you're wanting to do. All right, and we'll mix up our sweet, sour, spicy one. Almost looks like watermelon. But with the kind of mixture that you're making, it probably, anything you put in there is going to taste like really good. It's almost like a Hawaiian style seafood salsa. I don't have any chips though. All right, so that's all mixed up there. So those are two classic styles, and then this one is just going to get a little bit of the seaweed. Oof, that was a mistake. The dried seaweed for a garnish there. And there we go. So I'll plate up a little bit of this so you can kind of see it, but otherwise you just serve it like that and eat it with a spoon. But I'll eat it with a little bit more formality to it. So, all right, let me show you the final result. Right, so here's the final result. Really couldn't come up with any special side dishes. I guess I could have added some tortilla chips or maybe done a pasta or even some nice sourdough bread, but figure since it's Hawaiian style and we're going a little bit of Asian with it, I'll just stick with a nice plain steamed white rice with a little bit of nori topping, which is dried seaweed. So what we end up with was the classic style poke here, Hawaiian style poke. And on this side is more of a sweet, sour, spicy, pretty much throw in everything from the refrigerator. And the end result is a pretty nice dinner in regards to freshness. You really can't beat 3-hour-old blackfin tuna, bunch of raw fresh vegetables and spices, so it is actually really good. So anyways, I'm gonna get eating, so thanks for watching and I'll see you next video.